Caleb's got a prepared statement to read.
Sorry guys. Just want to apologise for my actions, especially to the police for taking up their time and resource. This is all on me, and I absolutely accept the consequences and respect the court's decision today. I'd like to apologise to my family, my friends, those who supported me throughout my career, and also to my rugby employees, just for the distress that I caused all of them as well. I recognise that I'm in a privileged position as a rugby player, but that also comes with responsibilities that I didn't uphold and I failed. I pride myself on being a role model as a representative of the Blues and New Zealand rugby, and in this case I haven't upheld those standards I set for myself. I've learned from my mistakes, and I'm committed to set a better example through my actions. I no longer have the motorbike of the night of the incident, and I've taken steps to ensure I don't put myself in that situation again. I'd like to clarify some points from the night. I especially want to make it clear I wasn't under the influence of any drugs or alcohol. However, I was riding my bike on a learner license and beyond the curfew allowed. I made some poor decisions, including riding too fast and endangering safety of myself and of others, and for that I'm deeply sorry and embarrassed. I can only apologise to all those I have let down through my actions, and will seek to do better and be better in the future. So, yeah. Take any questions.
How did you feel about being discharged without conviction? Were you expecting that, or was it something you were prepared to be convicted for your actions on that day?
Yeah, I was ready to accept anything that was going to be happening, and really grateful for the decision of the court today. So, yeah. Again, I just know that I was wrong to do what I did.
Was this a humbling day for you in the worst possible way, Caleb?
Definitely, and just to see my family is probably one of the hardest things to put them through. It's been a hard sort of road to get here, and so just putting all my family sort of at bay as well, not just me, but definitely humbling, and just real grateful to finally move past today.
How has it impacted you, and did you fear for your rugby career?
It impacted me a lot, especially throughout the year. Not knowing and being in the unknown is probably the hardest part, especially coming up to today. So I'm finally grateful that we can sort of go through that process and sort of move forward from here now.
This must be a very strange day for you, named in the All Blacks. So real highs but real lows as well. How do you marry those two things up?
To be fair, it was taken one at a time, so we had a pre-All Black camp, and it was pretty cool to be a part of that, but then to sort of set that aside to focus on today. So throughout the whole process, Razor and all the All Black team were real supportive, and so that's only I can be grateful for that.
How do you're in the public spotlight so much in your job, Weet-Bix kids know you, and then to marry up what you've done, how does that sit with you?
Again, just knowing that I let down a lot of people is part that hurts the most, and I've always pride myself on wanting to be a great example, and to do something like this is just something that's hard and that I have to live with for the rest of my life. But again, I'll be working towards wanting to be a better example, especially for kids that want to play rugby in Aotearoa, and I just want to make sure that to be a good example in the community.
We heard inside that you surrendered your motorbike. Is this something that will continue past the disqualification? Are you going to give up being on a bike, or will you get back on the motorbike afterwards?
I think my riding days are behind me now. It used to be something that was real peace at mind for me, but to sort of go through this, I might just leave it surrendered.
Tough day as a dad today?
Tough day as a dad, as a family as well too, but again, that's I think one of the biggest things that Caleb is in, is there are consequences to decisions that we make, and he understands that he is a role model and seen as a role model, so he knows the consequences too, and as you see, he's really remorseful of his decisions that he made that night, so it's a good outcome today though.
Can you take us back to that night and your conversation with Caleb and your reaction to it all?
I can't actually go back to that night. Sorry.
We'll leave it. There's just a couple of comments for you.
But appreciate that, right?